How about here now? Okay, now you can hear me. Thank God something is working. So, my name is Marko Hainen and I'm the founder of the Help the Oceans, and welcome to my live story today. What is actually on happening in the oceans at the moment? Because as we all know, our oceans are actually in really bad shapes. And for us, example, for human beings, as you know that in oceans actually covered 70% of the whole earth where we humans living. And of course, the other fact is that we humans actually occupy only about 25% of the land where we actually live, which makes our living environment really small. So in having said that one, of course, we all basically need air. We need to breathe oxygen all the time. That is true, huh? Where is that oxygen come from? Mainly from the oceans. And of course, really large amount of human populations we do eat actually on the seafood. Where does that come from? That come from the oceans as well. So in what happened in our oceans? What happened over there? We all know what's happening now. And I've been taking up that one in quite several times and several, let's say, several weeks, months. It's full of plastic. And yes, it is actually polluting in our oceans. And I'm still a little bit stuck on, sorry about this one, because I'm really stuck on that one. I cannot see my live video on my channel. Oh yeah, here I can see now. Okay, so we are actually online, and we've been really hard in last 5.5 minutes. So my name is Marko Hainen and I'm the founder of the Help the Oceans. So as I said it in the beginning, of course, ocean covers 70% of the earth. That is really true. And we humans, we cover actually only on about 25%. We have approximately amount of human populations now in the earth, 8.87 billion people. And of course, put the 7.9 billion people in a 25% land where we can actually occupy and where we can build and where we can actually occupying and make a living conditions suitable for us. It's a really not easy. As I also said it in the beginning, where we all need to have air. We need to have oxygen. And yes, we are actually on breathing that one in every single second in our lifetime, since we were actually made it up. We started breathing the air. We need oxygen to live. And oxygen, of course, it comes from the oceans, generally. It will evaporate and it goes up to the upstairs, and then of course it becomes the rain and it comes to the blah blah blah, the things over there. And yes, we are actually then in the breathing. That is what we have. That's what we need. And what is happening actually now in our oceans is actually really devastating. And if you still think about it in the other way, as me, as a sailor, I work on the sea in 34 years. I consider actually on Earth as a one big ship. We are all in the same boat. You like it or not, that's how it is. In the own boat, we have several people. We are all over. So then, of course, when it comes to the maritime terminology, it is kind of like we are the crew. And yes, part of the passengers. We need to keep this floating. If this one is not floating, it sinks and we all die. That is the really bad situation. And hopefully it's not happening in, let's say, next couple of thousand years. But on the same boat, we have a lot of different people. We have a good ones, we have a not so good ones, we have the other people. We have a people who don't like to do anything. We have a people who like to do a lot of things, like myself. I like to do it I like to keep this ship floating. And I like to keep it in more or less organized. Because if we are not organizing this ship, it's getting in a bad direction. And at the moment, we are heading on a bad direction. And our bad direction actually is those other people who are only thinking about money. Making more money because they live only once in a life. They one time in the earth. They only think about themselves or their small community, that they want to make more money. We're all making money. We have to make money because we need the money for the food. We need the money for the buying things. That is just our living condition. How to make money, that's a little bit different. So those people who are actually making money fast and easy way is just their life. Some of them are making it in a good way, some of them are making it in a bad way, and I consider it in a bad way is just that they don't give a shit how the other people live and how other people are affected what they are doing. A good example for this one is those ones who are actually polluting in oceans. It's their seconds, it's their time. They do it what is actually for them is a good one and what they needed. They don't think about it in the future. They don't think about the other people because this, what they do is their life. How they're affecting the other people, they're just gonna forget that one within a few minutes after they dump all the shit in the ocean. Okay, that is a chain reaction, as we all know one who lives on an environment where it's the, let's say, the snow. We have a snowball effect. You do no snowball, you throw it, and it goes down. It's getting bigger, it's getting bigger, it's getting bigger. It's affecting in the more, it's affecting in the more, and it's affecting in the larger scale. This is happening at the moment in ocean pollution. Everything started on the beginning because, as we all know, everything have to start it with the small. As we as a human being, we actually did not born in the big. We born in the small. We have to take a baby steps. To make a baby steps, we have to make it bigger steps. We get the bigger feet. We have the largest feet. We take a longer steps. And that's how it affects. So that is actually what's happening in the ocean at the moment. And like I said I work in the sea in 34 years. I see it in every single ocean. I've been all of those oceans. I've been on the ships where the garbage has been thrown overboard. And that happens in early 80s. Many people has done it. But like for myself, it's not the excuse. That was my life. And I'm just basically decorating in that time. I have to do what the boss do. If I don't do, I get fired. That time, of course, I did not see it as a big issue. How it happened on the cargo ships, containers, tankers, those ones. And yes, I know that one. Many of those companies, actually, they say that they're not going to do that one. And those are the office people. Those might be the captains. Those might be the chief officers who said that one. Because they are in charge of the deck department. They might be chief engineers, staff chief engineers, first engineers. Those are charged with the engine department. They might be executive chef or sous chef or head chef. Those are charged with the galley people. They tell their workers what to do and where to throw the shit. Garbage, sorry. And they do it every day. Those people in the office, those people in let's say senior management, they go sleeping every night. They have a really, really nice sleep when we are in the middle of the oceans. They can say that nothing happened on my ship. And yes, head of the department, do they tell the captain that, hey captain, we throw the plastic on the ocean tonight? They don't. And yes, it will be thrown overboard. It's either put it inside the garbage bag, those 200-liter garbage bag, black color usually, or it's put it on, especially when it comes to the engine department, unless they already using all the oil barrels, all old barrels. It be put it inside the oil barrels, close the lid, make the holes in the oil barrels and throw it overboard because it sinks and it goes to all the way to the bottom. It will not. And of course the lid is covered so it cannot be opened. They all lie down in the middle of the Atlantic, middle of the Pacific, middle of the, even in the Baltic Sea there is. Northern Atlantic, Southern Atlantic, Pacific, Indian Ocean, it's full of oil barrels, which fill it up in plastics. They're going to stay there in the next, 2,000 years. We are not going to be seen on that one, but only at this point we can talk about it. So my job now is to make the world to know what is actually really happening over there. And of course, then comes to the broadcasting, TV, media companies. You do have to step. And like all the funny people say, show me the money. I need some funding. I have everything set it up. I have everything planned. It's a 5-year project. I will cover all the oceans, including Antarctica, where I've been actually. And of course, I've been on North Atlantic as well. India, up to the Svalbard. But I would consider when it comes to the outside of the oceans, I would consider it actually on Antarctica. We all know, we saw the videos. Those videos, what we saw, example for the Antarctica, where the old whaling communities left all the steel, all the houses, all the things, they left it over there. It's now, of course, it's rusty. And where does the rusty comes? When it rains, when the minor it does raining also in Antarctica, really, really seldomly. But yes, the rust have to go somewhere and it goes down. And then, of course, it's ended up, there's a really, really large amount of penguins. I like penguins. They are really, really funny. I mean, really funny. But what they don't know and how the rust is actually affecting on their living environment. They are actually walking all over those rust. They all jumping to the steel after steel. They basically transform. They basically okay, my wife is just sending a message just to let you know, today is the actually historic day for my life. I've been married on 25 years, and today I can go a little bit backwards on well, let me see what it says. Okay. My wife was diagnosed in about 5 months ago in ovarian cancer. We've been married 25 years. We're living 7 days. Basically, all my life is on, of course, in my wife. We live together, we work together, we stay together. And now she's in the hospital. She will have it today. After about 1.5 hours, she will start procedure for her ovarian cancer. All ovarians going to be moved. Her womb is going to be moved. And it's going to be changes our life. This is the first time in the 25 years she have to use any kind of ovarian, any kind of operation, as she's in general nurse and a pharmacy. And basically it's very hard for me, but have to, of course, I have to be in support. As the during these COVID situations, I cannot be beside my wife in any day because hospital is closed and there is no visiting hours. I cannot see her in the 5 days, and she's preparing now, and she just gave me the message now how she slept in the last night, and it's a very, very difficult time for me, but all the best my wife, and of course she's going to be really, really back in operation. She lost already all her hair. She used to have a really long hair. Everything is gone. But that comes, of course, she has to take a chemotherapy. All the best, and of course, we will update it to you in the later. And of course, as you're looking for this one, if you want a reference on my wife, you can look backwards on our previous video clips in the she's over there, and she talks about in what is happening, and now she's heading to the operation table in a really 1 hour 35 minutes. So let's go back to this our big boat. Like I said it in the beginning, we are all in the same boat, because if you think about it in a larger scale, Earth, how big is Earth? If you look into the universe, all the other planets, they are bigger. The small ones are very far away. They are really, really far away, but they're small ones. So our Earth is actually really, really small. And in that small environment where we live in, it contains 70% of the entire ball called Earth is ocean. And 25% of this ball, ocean, Earth, is actually land where we're living, where we build our houses, where is our cities, where is our countries. But that's why this one is a really, really big boat. We have a 7.9 billion people in here, in a small environment. And then we have those people who are actually polluting and throwing all the plastic in the oceans. Yes, we have people who are actually creating on recycled plastic environments, but they are really good. Unfortunately, they cannot consume or produce or recycle the plastic fast enough, because those factories who make the plastics, they make like a 10 times more plastic per day than the one factory can recycle per year. It's a shit load of plastic they make it. But of course, we human population, we need the plastic. That is what we need. It is our daily life. It is our mouse, it's our keyboard, our monitors, our computers, our televisions, our basically entire life, including in our clothes. They are part of the plastics. But plastic is not good for eating. We know that there was a plastic whale in Norway. How many other plastic whales there is? Maybe some whales who has passed away already, drowning or somewhere. There's quite many of those ones in all around the world. They don't do research. Where did this whale die for? Because that would be then, of course, occupied all the scientific guys and the girls too much. There's absolutely no time for that. You over there, you like fish. You eat salmon, you eat shrimps, you eat any kind of seafood. You do it, of course. We're lucky people, we can Google, we can search on the internet. How much microplastic is on our seafoods? Yeah, a little bit. You eat a little bit, you eat the next food, you eat a little bit again. You're consuming more, and your microplastic, of course, as the scientific, those really bright guys, they actually said it already that it's not gonna be digested. So eventually, when we humans eat the really large amount of microplastics, we become plastic humans. There is already plastic humans because they make plastic humans. But those plastic humans, they call robots. Those have something what we don't have, and we have something what they can't have, called brain. They have just a microchips, which is part of the plastics as well over there. So we do need the plastic. We just need to know how to basically recycle it, how dump it, how... Unfortunately, we can't burn it, because then, of course, it goes to the environment again, and it pollutes our air. Fumes, all kind of toxic fumes. So, we do need to get it sorted out, this one, and I would like to do it if I want to get more publicity, as at the moment it's just one lucky person in over there. I'm really lucky because number one is better than number 0. I like that one. I had it in earlier over there. I had it 1, but then that 1 goes, and now we have it the other number 1. You're the number 1 who was over there live. Thank you very much for looking for me. But in what I needed, I need attention, I need fundings, and 5-year project out sea. It's gonna be, if I'm gonna get in a good funding, then I have to do it all by myself. I will do it video recording. I'm gonna have it on a live channels like this one at the moment. How you can see me, it's gonna be same live. I'm gonna have about 80 to 100 feet steel sailboat. I cover all 7 oceans. I cover Antarctica. I cover all North Atlantic. All plastics, what I can see, will be recorded. When I see something happening live, it will be recorded and show it to live as much as our cameras are standby. If you want me to come to your country, you know the places where the pollution, where they dumping on the plastic to the rivers, because most of the plastics on the ocean come via the rivers. That we all know. And those of you who don't know, now you know. It comes actually from the rivers. As you're looking for the short video clip, introduction video clip on my channel, you can see the truck, and that from Vietnam. They dump it, truckloads plastic to the rivers. Heavy flowing rivers, it goes faster away, and then it ended up in oceans. Quite many turtles actually has died on nowadays in let's say last 5 years. A lot of turtles has died on plastics. They eating on the plastic, they're consuming on the plastic bags, more plastic bags, and of course when they consume those ones, it's block all the digestion that they just can't eat anymore, and they will starve to death. And unfortunately, there is not a single person on here on the looking this video clip that can tell us how does it feel to starve to death, because you are in a better place in any way now if you have done it that one. And it's not nice. Those of you who's looking for the worldwide news, you see the certain type of people, certain people all around the world, they are going to so-called hunger strike. What happened to those people when they go on the hunger strike? They're usually getting sick, and eventually some of them has passed away already, which is not good. But that is the public life, and that is their mission, to get the people know what they are here for. This is my mission. I'm only one person in here, and I cannot do it that one by myself. I need help. I need funding. I need large, bigger or smaller amount of funding for my 5-year project. And then of course, if it's gonna be a 5-year project and signing on a contract for some broadcasting companies, on the boat of course there is gonna be a place for the people to come and join as a volunteer helpers. That is absolutely no problem. But I need to have a funding first to get the progress started, and then the snowballs start to rolling all around the world. Once everything is up and running, it's very easy to get the volunteers. Not so many, depends on the boat of course. If it's going to be a 100-feet boat, there's going to be place for about 6 to 8 people. That is not yet settled down, but that is just estimated amount of volunteer helpers. I can take it over there. Then we are making a big difference. I know we are making big difference, because we are basically sailing all around the world. We are sailing every single oceans. We are, if you want, those of you who want us to visit on your country, we will visit over there. You show it, we film it, we make it public. We're not shy. We're not scared. Those of volunteers who are scared on that one can stay on board, because there you are in the safe. Those of you who are not scared, go to the environment, which is sometimes, and I know it, I've been over there. Some of the areas in this world is not safe to go, unfortunately. Generally, those countries, they say that it's safe. But in those countries, there are people who not make certain people or certain outsiders welcome. I was actually on one video conference in about 4 months ago. Where was the Sir Paul Watson over there, and he mentioned also that what is actually Discovery just doing, because of course Paul Watson's in Whale Watch. He wants to save the whales, and I know the whales, and I saw there a lot of whales in, and they are really, really big part of the oceans. What if all the whales are hunted down and killed for scientific reasons, which is fake comment? Those countries who do the whaling, of course, it's their background, it's their environment. And for myself, I don't mind that you hunting the whale, not whales, for food. That is the environment. Unfortunately, of course, different people have a different type of food they like to eat. I know the Iceland. I've been in Iceland. It's really nice country. Iceland have a really, really nice people. I've been on the Greenland. I've been in Norway. I'm born in Finland, which is nothing to do with those other countries, because Finland, I don't even know if they whale. They probably whaled it in 2,000 years ago, but we are not in a whaling countries. We are just the rallies and car racing and ice hockey, of course. Those of you who in the USA, well, you don't like Finnish. Actually, you like Finnish people because you hire actually many Finnish ice hockey players to the NHL. But those countries, different countries, I don't mind if the country is basically hunting the whales for food. But hunting the whales and killing the hundreds of whales every single year for shopping malls, like the few countries do, it's not really nice, because those countries' leaders, of course, they are making some kind of funny comments all the time. Hunting the whales, of course, ocean need the whales. That is fact. If you want to hunt the whales, please stay on the limit. Do not over whaling like you do at the moment. There's nothing what I can do about it except to please do not over whale. Ocean need whales. And we humans, we need ocean. And those of you humans who polluting, don't pollute the oceans, because then you kill the ocean, you kill the whales, you kill the oxygen. It's again the snowball effect. That's how it works. So those countries, actually there's not so many on those ones. And like I said it in the beginning, I don't mind if you need to whale it, but stick on the limits, don't over whale it. And those countries who have a very large amount of whale killing fleets, those guys, of course, they fake the documents. Unfortunately, I know how it works. I work at sea 34 years. Documents are faked. Easy to do whatever you do it for the paperwork. And that's not nice. And unfortunately, Discovery Channel, they have actually rejected, actually not officially rejected, on my two proposals to making Help the Oceans TV program. I send it to the basically Discovery channels. As you see, you're going back on my video clips in over there. One of the two video clips I posted basically screen where I actually captured, where I actually proposed them on Help the Oceans. They haven't declined it officially. It is ongoing. And the people actually, I talked to the people who actually work on the Discovery channels before, and they told me verbally, face to face, that if the Discovery channels or BBC Earth, if they don't actually accepting a proposed production possibilities within a 10 to 15 days, it's then decline. They are not interested. They are only interested on the making a really odd TV series where the people insulting, verbally abusing others. And then side by side, they are basically somewhere in ocean and do something over there. But basically, generally on those, how should I put it, those reality series, they are just verbal insult, aggressive tones, bullying, pushing, and then small amount they show actually the things which is basically all about. Working at the sea, work at sea is basically not a bullying. Yes, there is some, but usually when there is a proper management, bullying, verbally insulting, it's taken away because those people do not belong in the same boat. Now we talk about the small boats, hundreds of feet long or hundreds of meters long. Even those ones are not for the bullying people or insulting people. They don't fit in the environment. They are not good for production. Production, I mean in what we are going to do out there. I like to actually do it on a live video broadcasting, and because like in here, I don't have any kind of description. I don't have anything notes. I don't have absolutely nothing. I just only hear. My brain is my talking thing. What I need to talk, it comes from here, but it's circulating here. This is my small clothes. And I can talk a lot. I can, if you want, on the TV broadcasting, if you like to see that, you know, when I'm out there, finally when I'm out there, getting up in funding, make a 5-year basically contract with some broadcasting companies and do the things over there. If you like it over there, or the broadcasting team, if they, you have to do insult that one, you have to humiliate those ones, you have to do this ones. Then I ask him, why? Why do I need to insult? Yeah, because she or he don't know what to do. You're not going to go to the insult people who don't know what to do. That's why the person who knows, it's called teamwork. If somebody knows how to do the things, you go and instruct, help, look, observing. If it's not going, go and help again. That's how it works. You don't go into shouting and insulting, you blah, 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 blah. No, that's not how it's not working out sea. We're in a small boat. Aggressive behavior. You know, the boat is small, and if it goes overboard, then the humans will become as a fish food, which is not good, but of course the fish like it. Sharks, they like it. And of course, there is many other maritime mammals who like to eat the human flesh, or meat, or skin, or bones. It becomes life circle. But on a boat, that kind of behavior is not belong to. Not in my boat. Never. Even if the broadcasting company say that you have to start the humiliating, they can't actually say that one. They cannot put it on a contract. They can't put it on a contract, and you have to humiliate, you have to insult your crew members. You have to make them look really nasty. You have to make them look really bad. No, it's not going to work. It's a teamwork. Teaching, learning, observing, and if they know something what I don't know, they tell me how they used to do it and it works. Really good teamwork. Everybody helping everybody. Example, there is a few of the sailing programs what I see it over there. There's a captain, there's a crew members, there's a cooks, and even before they start in the basically program, basically project. Yeah, they actually was on the middle of the already in the process already. Then there's gonna be a team meeting because somebody insulted somebody, and it's not a nice way to do it. And if he or she would do it something like this, he would be tell them to go away. And first of all, that's as far as I've been told. Discovery, History Channel, Fox, what is Warner Media. They like that kind of things. And unfortunately, people like to watch reality TV shows where other ones screaming, shouting, insulting, bullying to the other ones. And then our daily living conditions all around the world, all the country leaders, they say that those are good ones. They keep on saying that bullying is not accepting, bullying is not system, insulting not good. You have to live together. And it's still TV, media, they broadcasting more and more. Than, of course, even I'm talking, they make that kind of TV series. That is basically what sells on the media. Insulting, verbally abusing, physically assaulting, mentally, verbally assaulting to the other ones. That's what the media buys because it sells, and they, again, in the media top level, they make more money, and they like that one. How the money is made, they don't care. They just want to make more. So that's why the Help the Oceans is really, really difficult. Even I've been broadcasting and I've been actually publishing on LinkedIn in about 17 different media, broadcasting, radio, TV groups that I'm going to be alive to talk about how we humans can help the oceans. And I done it, that one. I started 3 days ago, and I posted every 12 hours that I'm going to have it in Friday 21st, 6 o'clock Asian Standard Time, Indonesian time, Bangkok time, 6 o'clock in the morning. And now actually it is 6 minutes to 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been wake up in the 3 o'clock in today because of course I can't sleep in my wife is not in here. So that is just my own brain activity. But that's how it works with the media people. They don't care how to make the money, only what they care. How much money, how much profit they can make it. That's how it is. So those of you who's gonna look it now, to you who is there still, thank you very much. And those of you who's looking for this one later, please pass it on, share. And if you are the one who works on those media companies and who you're gonna see that Help the Ocean program could fit, take it up. Give me a chance to explain. Give me a chance to talk to the team leaders who are actually sitting top of the purse. And they can a little bit open the purse and make a 5-year contract, as that's going to be a really, really cheap to compare what you guys doing now as you invest in the tens of millions on the TV series which are coming like a couple of years, and you're making a certain amount of money. But you invest in tens of hundreds of millions, put it that way as well. With me, way little, within the 5 years. And it's only one-time payment. I don't need any kind of profit percents. I need only the starting money. Everything after that one, what you're broadcasting, how much money you make it on a company, you keep it. One-time thing, I do the things, you give me the cameras, I will recording, you give me the connections, I will show it. 5 years, it's all yours. I don't need anything. I don't look into publicity. I don't looking for the being in the top person in the world. I just looking to save the oceans. I've seen all the oceans. And actually what I have not seen the oceans is below. So those of you who actually work underwater drones, I know there is a few of those ones, because I have two possible sailing vessels, steel sailing vessels, where I have actually on the rear platform, where I can actually drive in the ocean drone and keep it over there, charge it over there, and then when it comes to I can put it any part of the ocean, and also drones, and I can do the ocean mapping, ocean floor mapping, same time. But then when it comes to the ocean floor mapping, then we need to make, of course, different kind of contract on that one, because that is part of the media contract and blah, blah. You know how it works. And I know how it works as well. We can sort that one out. That is no problem. But as I know, there is not so much ocean floor mapping done yet. It's done, yes, in the coastal lines. But the done in a larger scale, like I said, I can do it in 5 years. Not so many people can do it, because those research vessels, those are the crew who can work certain amount of time and then they need to go to sleep. And then they, after certain amount of time, a month, they have to go home and blah, 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 do the family thing. For me, it's different. I can be out to sea in 1 year. I don't need the, I have my family in here. That's absolutely no problem. If needed, if the world media need it, my wife can be over there. She's a nurse, she's a pharmacist. We're gonna have any kind of accident, incidents on the boat. She take care of it. Absolutely no problem. She took care of me when I was in a coma in 4 days. Yes, I've been in a serious accident as well. In my skull. 4 days in coma. That is not in here, but that is just to mention that I know my wife. I trust her. I trust her, my life in twice in my living time. But having said that one, we have approximately, we have? 8 more minutes left, because I don't want to keep it more than 1 hour. And by the way, when it comes to the really, really good, I'm following up actually on many of the sailing channels. And one of my favorites, of course, in Sailing Ran. That's a Swedish couple in the day sailing around. And a really, really good couple. They show a lot. They do all the things. And the other one, really, really good one, is Gintaro. Dude, you're really good. You're really good. I'm watching your live, and I like actually on your live as well, in over there. And once I'm getting out to the sea, we will meet. I know that we will meet. Even you are you in the Dominics or you in somewhere? I actually don't even know where you are at the moment. I looked at it on the live video in a couple of days ago when you were live last time. Unfortunately, I'm in a different time zone, so I have to look it in the backwards. I can't look it live. So, of course, I'm looking for all the other ones in Run. I'm looking for the Delos. There's so many, of course, in the good ones, educating ones. Traveling around the world, and I consider myself, of course, oh yeah, let's go in a little bit in background on this final few minutes on the here. Once I gonna got it on the sailboat, I'm gonna get in the boat, which is either complete or it's project. I talked to the two companies at the moment because I want to do my sailboat 100% electric. One of the good companies what I'm talking is in Germany. They're really good on electric. Unfortunately, they are not ready for me. They said it last time when I talked to them, they said it they are ready within the 2 years, which is, let's say, 1.5 years now. Unfortunately, I talked to them. They're really, really good in electric, and I wanted to build my boat 100% electric, including all the electric consumption, all the storage, all the batteries. Because, like in both of those sailboats, what I have it is 700 to 800 gallons fuel tanks, or let's say 2,000 liters of the fuel tanks. There's a big main engine, generators. So those ones are all taken away as a weight. I can put it on batteries. My phone ringing, it's 7 o'clock in the morning here. So those fuel tanks weights, main engine, generators can be converted as a batteries, electric engines. I don't need speed, I have a wind. Wind give me the speed. If I need to use an engine, I will go slowly because every time I'm going forward, or I need to go backwards, slowly but surely. And that company in Germany, they are really one of the best. They are communicating with me in a quite, let's say, a couple of years already. I talked to them in this one, and they are interested, but they are not yet ready, unfortunately. Then there is the other company which is making worldwide sailboat electric engines. I haven't actually talked to them, but I sent an email to them it is in Finland. I sent them the email in about a year ago or so, never replied. Again, it comes with the cash flow, and I'm not famous. I don't have a sailboat. I have a project, and really difficult. I know that company in Finland. They have no kind of interest. They can't. They can put certain amount of money as a donations, but they cannot do such a big thing than to convert the whole sailboat 100% electric. That's a big project. But if I'm going to get it on the TV series, all of you companies who want to convert in the 100% electric sailboat from the fossil fuel to the batteries, please send me an email. You can get my email on my video link. It's over there. We can talk about it. But I'm still thinking that's the best company in Germany. They are ready for it, but they are doing something which is consuming their time, so they can't do it in this project at the moment. But I'm open. I am open for you. So all the drones, underwater drones, electric companies who want to convert the fossil fuel sailboat as a 100% sailboat, contact me. And of course, any media company, broadcasting company, give me your time, let's talk. And I can make you a recording broadcast, I don't do broadcasting, you do the broadcasting, but I can do it for you in 5 years with a one-time payment. You give me the funding, that's where I'm building and everything function. I do the filming for you, you broadcast it, you take the profit. I don't need that one. I need only for the funding. So, that's a lot of talk. I do hope that I'm going to get any feedback. Give me some feedback. Give me some comment. Those companies of you, you know how to find my email address over there. Send me an email. I will reply. And of course, thank you for your time. This has been one really, really developing 1 hour. This happy Friday. Having said that one, stay safe. Still stay safe. Have a mask. If you need to cough, turn your face away from the human bodies. Cough. And cough inside the mask. Don't remove the mask. Teach your children. If you're a school teacher, teach your class how to cough, where to cough. Because children also, unfortunately, they are not yet that educated that they can't cough directly to the other human beings. That's not nice. Stay safe and have a nice, really, really nice weekend. And I hope to, maybe next couple of days, if I'm going to get in a good feedback on this one, I will do the live video in, let's say, maybe this weekend. I hope so. Having said that one, have a nice Friday, have a nice weekend. My name is Marko Hainen. I'm the founder of the Helped Oceans. Bye-bye.